Welcome back to another fun Friday night with hockey coach Frenchy directly for the Jungle in Thailand on amazing great Friday night, September 19, 2025. Hopefully an amazing great week and ready to rock and roll you. Another week of a weekend of the September 2025. Hockey is back with many training camp open up during the week and a couple of exhibition game going to start during the weekend. We have one game tomorrow, the Dollar Star. And then Sunday, we have 15 game in NHL. Montreal return on the ice for the first and second exhibition game. Monday night, again, the Pittsburgh Penguins without Sidney Crosby. And then Tuesday night, they got the Flyers. We'll see if Michigan's going to be in town in Montreal Tuesday night. That's what we're going to looking for next week. What happening now? Tomorrow night we're going to do the Blue Jays game. Oof. Maybe not. I think they gave 7 point in the first inning, and they're losing 7-1 after one inning. Then I switched for the Alouette. The Alouette losing 9-7 after a really bad decision at the end of the half of the game for the Alouette, les gentils Alouettes. And then, of course, we're going to follow up. Everything's going on. One RJ Calabo is going to be back for his high school game in New Jersey. RJ Calabo bring all the news and update. We're going to follow, of course, the Yankees. They are just behind the Blue Jays. Anyhow, I'm ready to rock and roll. A nice show tonight. The Friday night's about no expectation, no plan. We go with the flow. We talk about everything you want to talk about. You ask any question you want to talk. You can ask her. I will try to pick it up, all of them. And we're going to go through this. We have of course, the grill is open. Not Luciano, but Inner Tap is in charge about the hamburger tonight. Billy, he's at the Billy Bar for all the consummation you want to get tonight to drink. And then, of course, I'm going to run the couch, the living room for all of you to talk about hockey, the passion, the love of the game. So I think this is a great plan on the fun Friday night we got for you. But, I make a subject of the night. No more excuse from Martin St. Louis. I'm in the mode of business. We're going to talk about this tonight. The fact like a couple of players for the Montreal Canadiens cannot survive anymore with excuse. I'm going to talk about this. It was really what happening at the day number 3 of the camp at the CNC Brassard today. We have a few people knock the door. Mr. Jerry from Sweden is in the house. Welcome back, Jerry. Billy, of course, for Nova Scotia, ready for the weekend. Stan the man, knock the door. Welcome back, Stan. Glad to see you, my friend. Ready for the quiz. Of course, the Frenchy Quiz is back tonight for another week. I can wait. Mr. 05 is in the house. He talk about the penalty kill. Last Devark Amir Savard could be a big concern for him for the upcoming season for the Montreal Canadiens. And our tap is with us tonight. The moderator and the co-host Sunday night will be with us for the Red Light Show. And I can wait to see him Sunday night. I'm going to recap a little bit what's going on around the Montreal Canadiens. Monsieur Claude Richard dans la direction, dans la ville de la capitale d'Ottawa. From Canada. PS is in the house. Welcome back, PS. Thanks to be with us. Frank Santoro. And a conversation in Pittsburgh right now with St. Crosby, Carl Dubas, Malkin. Very interesting what's going on, Frank, in that area. What about Ozio Murphy, great supporter of the Hockey Nation? Thanks again, Mr. Ozio, to be with us tonight. PW back in the house, and tonight he go with what? Again, he go back with the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. It's couple of night. He have no home run in the Dodgers. Try to make the playoff, and like the Blue Jays. PLW tomorrow night. We do the game of the Blue Jays live. Again, the Royals next week. They're going to play again, I believe, the Red Sox and the Orioles. Now, we're not going to do a Blue Jays game when the Montreal play, but if one night, um, like Thursday, Friday next week, we have an open spot to open up the game for the Montreal, for the Blue Jays, going to do that for them. What a crowd, Billy, to pass to them and up top at 1-0 Baltimore. Here we go. That's what we're looking for. The team right now is Berrios, Shazer, the pitcher, and now of course the injury of Bichette and Guerrero. Not the slump, but he should produce more for that one for sure. Gausman have a good start. I believe the last one, LDP for the Buffalo Sabres is in the house for Newfoundland. The Newfoundland area, guys, is the new team in the QM, the Régiment. It was 3-3 at the beginning of the third period. I didn't follow up after that. They won the first game yesterday by the score 6-5. It's sold out. It's a really lot of vibes right now in Newfoundland, and glad to hear that for LDP, and that's good. This is the first time, guys, I grow. Well, first of all, it's not true. My dad working at the QM as a scout. So I grew in the QM with a showing gun all my life. And then the Draveur, the Trois-Rivières Draveur after that, where I didn't go with them, but there was the rivalities with the Bruins, the Dynamo, the Cataract of the showing gun. And then I switched because I have to work with the Distin. Le Laval de Distin, le Distin de Laval under the Morissette. And in the last 40 years in the QM, they always have a team called the Distin. And this year, for the first time, because Acadie Badern's Distin moved to Newfoundland, and that's a problem. So that said, that's the first year, the last 40 years, we don't have any team under the nickname the Distin. N26, Crosby likely only played preseason game in Pittsburgh for their fans. Make sense, buddy. Yeah. For that, Mr. AI is in the house. Welcome back. GF, crazy news about Dallin. His wife, girlfriend, need a heart transplant until they were vacation in France. Yeah, we heard that news today. Of course, we wish the best for the family, Dallin, and the Buffalo Sabres. Yes, don't forget, guys, we want to bring here one more time here because next week we have Sunday in our tap. Monday we have Jim Beringer. Wednesday we have Marco. And then Wednesday, September 31st, we have Mr. Prospect Down is going to be with us for that night. Don't miss it. If you want to hear about everything about Prospect, and they really well known around the NHL Prospect, make a ton interview players, everything. So that's the one who cannot forget. Bob Smith back in the house. My concern is the PK. It was so good. We repeat and need a good start with maybe 4 new players with chemistry. Be there early. Yeah, very possible about that. Like we do, guys, at the beginning. This should not be there yet, but we do the headlights of the night. Tonight, I'm going to go that direction for the beginning of the show. And tonight, we're back again with Martin Saint-Louis. With the Montreal Canadiens, higher expectation with the Montreal Canadiens. And when we talk about higher expectation, I think right now they're not going to announce it publicly. Like, okay, we need to make the playoff. We need to be a better team, and they're not going to make pressure. But at the end of the year, they make some kind of meeting with some players, and they want the players step up more for the upcoming season. We know Montreal Canadiens have a really bad start of the season last year. Could put this on Martin Saint-Louis or any other things, but they don't want to repeat that. This is a year where they make the playoffs. So they want to be sure the players show up, and they expect at the beginning of the day number one of the camp is going to be really urgency of the business right there, and not wait a couple of days and to take it very like so or malo. Martin St. Louis want high expectation from from all the players, and the staff want the same thing from the players too, and for the team. They know the fans going to be behind them. They know the fans are very excited, and they want Montreal to return in the playoff. Some fans expect if they don't make the playoff, it's not very good. I disagree with that. That said, the expectations are high for the Montreal Canadiens. I'm watching right now the game for the Alouette. This quarterback, oof, not good, not good. But we're going to see what's happening there, and I think that start right there uh, during summer. The conversation Martin St. Louis by phone with its front players, the Jeff Gordon that they can use with the staff, and following by the players show up early and August at the at Brassard. The trainings on off summer, the preparation to be ready at day number one like 2 days ago, and that would give the Montreal a better chance to be a better start of the season. There are many factors coming for this upcoming season. For me, this upcoming season is going to be wild. It's going to be wild. We turn now something we never see in NHL. The star are going to change the team. They're going to have contract you never heard before that. I would high contract. You're going to see a transformation inside of the NHL. You're going to see the new CBA kick next year, and the race of McKenna, I'm going to repeat that, is going to change early at the beginning of the season. Some move you will never expect early, usually. Some team already on the transformation at some point to get um, to get a new way to retool or rebuild. So this is going to happen, guys, in the next couple of weeks at the beginning of the season in 2025, 2026. So we have to see what's happening here. Let's see what we got here on the Bob Smith concern. Hi, Mr. Bob. If one banquet center get trade at trade deadline, is Malkin likely to Tampa or Florida? Could happen. Every time I heard MSL talk, what a smart man. Yeah, really good, smart hockey head for sure. And after Veneno code, I said, you never not see my sitting yet. Could he return to Drummondville? Player, he was in the queue for Mr. Joe Veneno. 82 today, I was losing around 150. And blah, Bob. GF back in the house. GF, thanks to be with us. GF, guys, he's been regular with us. Really kind of you to do that, GF. My main concern is Doc has been an awful fit for Laney and Demidov. These two guys need a responsible center that win a face-off and all is good defensively. I would take that 82 every round, 9-1 Royals. There we go. That's not good. Billy, who are thinking, Bob, watching lot of videos, ex goalie training with the doc lining one. You see, he is a change man. Now let's see on the ice. Jeff, for sure, some team will unload quickly this year to get a better chance at making up. You're absolutely right about this, GF. I agree with you. By the way, GF, where are you coming from? PLW talk about the robot. Roger Delaney knocked the door. Welcome back, Roger. Thanks to be with us. Another great supporter of the Hockey Nation Live Show. We see that around middle November. We'll see when it will happen this year, right from the squad of Bangkok. Welcome back. Roy, 91, 92, 93 is the key for the Montreal Canadiens. Welcome back. May, Kapanen, Liney, and Demidov. That's I cannot recall it a line like this 91, 92, 93. Like, can someone remind me that? Like 11, 12, 13, or 25, 26, 27? The trifecta 91, 92, 93. Après ça, McKenna stat in college won't be as good as Celebrini's stat in college, both 17 draft years. We have to wait. Mr. Bush is in the house. Kapanen is a great player. It just did not have a real chance yet. Great moment are born, great opportunities. Butch, you're right. P.S. Welcome back. Bob. LGF never happened in September. October team want to see their affected, but of course they are exception. 10-1 baseball. Wow, wow, wow. Here we go. Headline is over. Let's move on. NHL news. Celebrate 38 game, 32 goal, 36, 64 point at college. Well, I don't expect that, of course, for for McKenna. First, McKenna played a solid team. The Penn State will be another team could return maybe in the Final Four for the upcoming season. It kind of be fun to follow now. Montreal Prospect have about 6-7 players in NCAA. So we're going to definitely follow up what's going on. Let's move on for the NHL news around the league. On the special night, or the fun Friday night, and I put this all together a little bit. The NHL injury consists accumulate day after day, guys. I tried to pick up all the training camp. It's hard to follow 32 team, but I tried to get the biggest one. But first of all, the Pittsburgh Penguins announced Kevin Hayes is now going to be a week-to-week another player out of the lineup for the upcoming season. At the beginning of the season, Utah announced Kerfoot is going also a week-to-week with the team. Mammoth don't expect him to be there at the beginning of the season. And Kerfoot, since he left the Toronto Maple Leafs, doesn't have a bad... This is like... I don't know if I can say it that way. Do you think Kerfoot, New Hook, is a copycat of Kerfoot? Does it make sense or not? Like, if you look about the career, the Kerfoot, 5'10", I believe he is, speed, good skater, average point in NHL, maybe 30. He's been in the NHL every year, like he does not get back in the minor, whatever it is. But I feel like this is a third line players in NHL, and New Hook is on the same way. And so I think this is a great to see what New York is going to do. But I feel like this is very the same thing about PLW. Remember, number 16, 18 for the Charlestown Chief. Here we go, PLW. Billy said Kapanen also as second center allays on experience. Doc Bodzik and Hook would be a good third for Billy. Gig, a great player for 3-10, not easy. Would be nice to see him at a steady situation. The Browns have Frederick Smith on the same line. And our top last year, pretty quiet for me to Friday night, Billy. Ex-Montreal Canadien Jonathan Kovacevic is going to be out long term with an injury at the knee. I think he finished the year that way, and now he's going to be out for a couple of months. Look like we have to wait what it will be is next when he's going to return in NHL. Well, of course, another prospect, La Chance for the Devils, is out for a couple of days for the New Jersey Devils. So that will help a little bit more that will helping more the. I'm watching football right now. It look like another bad pass, but look like a recovery for that one. Paul, welcome back. Kapanen would be the third thing forward, especially if Montreal does a little bit of load management with Doc. Kapanen will play on that line on back days off. That way, no other line change will be needed. Not a bad comments, Paul. Welcome back in the house, by the way. I like that. I think it's a good place, a good way to do that. Obi Kubel, just a new hook. Interesting about that in our time. Do you think Obi Kubel play with New Hook at the same time? The thing with New Hook last year, cement hands, year before 33 points and 54 games. That's pretty good. Who show up this year? Bob. But Friday night used to be my night now, and the 2 hour after work week just want to chill. Yeah, I think that's the reason we do here the Friday night. Don't forget everybody to click on the likes. Couple of news around the NHL about contract. We know what's going on with Kaprizov, McDavid, and Kempe, and many others. But conversation today on the internet, it was really Malkin. Malkin on his final year contract with the Pittsburgh Penguins, 39 years old. Talk about he would like to finish his career with the Pittsburgh Penguins, but he understands what happened with Brad Marchand last season to win the Stanley Cup. He does not said he would not go nowhere. He said, if the case present, we have to look about this, and I will have to make open my clothes to go to that direction. Possible he would like to play one more year. Did not talk about he's going to be retired at the end of the year. That said, they stay the pot, but at the end, that's not change the plan of Carl Dubas. When I said that, is Dubas want to rebuild, and with or without them, he will not turn around or churn because what Crosby won or what Malkin won. They inform them. They know about this now. It's up to them. And I think Zubas, that's what he's looking for. So look, this is what we're going to do. If you want to stay here, not a problem. If not, we're going to make something about that. So we have to wait what could happen, of course, the next couple of weeks. By the way, decision with Malkin. Question with Kapanen. Does Montreal want to keep Kapanen and not send him back to Europe? Good question about that, GF. But I think they would prefer now to be Kapanen around. I think they want him to stay with the Laval Rocket. If they don't play with Montreal Canadiens, can play that, can call up very quickly. So as we said to you two questions, I think Montreal would like him to keep Kapanen around them. New Hook has the speed of Ross Cotton, the accuracy of Turner Stevenson, and the shot accuracy of Jean Houle. Now kick for field goal for the Montreal to take the lead at the end of the third quarter. The kick is up and in the middle for a 3-point, and the Alouette lead 10-9. I don't watch a lot CFL, guys, Canadian Football League. It's rare, I'll be honest with you. But this is boring. I apologize for all the people who love CFL, but I'm watching this is like a 10-9 game. It's like I'm watching right now. It's like an American Hockey League game, and I think hockey is better. They kick the ball every freaking 5 minutes. It's just painful. Anyhow, why I don't watch the Blue Jays because it was like 7-1 or 9-1 at some point. So I move up. I move out of that one. Let's see what got here. Don't forget, please click on the likes. Great comment, PLW, by the way. Again, getting deal. I could see Malkin Frank like if Malkin gets 60 plus points this season, Pittsburgh could give 1 year extension to have no second line center. That better. I don't see that. Um, I don't see that. They want to rebuild. Zubas is on mission to rebuild. To keep Malkin, it will not helping the team to want why to keep Malkin for 1 more year. What will be the purpose to keep Malkin? Trade him at the traded line to get asset. And then if you don't want to move, you want to stay, just put him until the end of the season. But it's time to split. It's time to tell people, the players, it's over. We rebuild here. If you want to be a part of the rebuild with your final contract, like Letang, Ross, Backwell, Raquel, and Crosby, this is what we're going to do now. You accept this, we're not going to make a trade. That's the reality right there. It cannot to give extension at the player like 39, 40 years old. It's not good. You have to move out. He's not under contract with us only, so it's Laval or Montreal GF. I'll be worried about that too. If you rate the 2 season I mentioned, Bob, not just last season, said to me, wait, you see, what? Looking good. A2, welcome back in the house. I believe Rover is on the only forward he can be sent back to Susan this year. Yeah, he's going to return, by the way, Rover. They have an agreement like he come here for the training camp. If you don't make the team, he's go back over there. You're right about this, GF. Her Laval, not an option with Kapanen from that recruit podcast. Oh, interesting. Because now the only way they can do that, Montreal want to loan, yeah, he has to loan him and Liga and SCHL because, like Jeff said, he have no contract. So I disagree with that part, but who knows what could happen? As Boss said, they will decide on Malkin at the Olympic break. Yeah, Paul Kapanen does not have that close anymore on his contract. Is either with Montreal or Laval. There is no other option. That's my point of view about that. So I don't know why recruit Bobcast. I think this is Greg or whatever, Grant, whatever his last name. Um, Another kid, guys. It's just crazy. Um, yeah. So we have to wait about this. Quebec, it was a play a dodgeball on the CFL. It's terrible. NFL Top J, you watch it 3 hours, but get 20 minutes of play. It's a time run alone a lot, OMG. Pittsburgh going out to resign next week. Yagar, A2, welcome back in the house. Frank, we are dismantling your team again, buddy. Sorry, buddy. Trading Crosby and Malkin will give Pittsburgh a lot of pick and prospect. You're right. Because the return more Malkin will be low, the team has reached the cap floor. I don't know about that, but it is the case for me. It's a really bad decision to resign Malcolm. That's my point behind that, but we'll see. However, with the with the salary cap cannot trade, they will still need to sell tickets. are not sending Kapanen to Europe. 0% chance. That's what I'm telling. That's what I'm thinking about this. The full Malkin get traded. Crosby is not be traded. Ex-Crosby Malkin, Carlson, and Letang follow, depending on the trade clause. Bob. Ross and Raquel can also be traded at target. You're right about that. But what in Pittsburgh, September 22nd. Butch. Panarin. Venez to une situation de Panarin. Panarin annonce he didn't have any conversation with the Rangers and with Chris Drury. Panarin is 33 years old. That said, I don't think the Rangers are going to have a good year. Something will have to happen, and they are stuck in the middle of the pack. Why? Because Adam Fox, Chesterkin, Mailer, contract to Kavrikov, they have Lafreniere, Zibanejad. They cannot rebuild. Does not make sense to me to rebuild. But can they offer a contract at Panarin, or are they going to get asset to refill the pipeline? At Panarin, at 33 years old, at the trade deadline, yes, he still have a $11 million contract, but I think could open up the door for that players. But we have to wait what could happen there for him. For Panarin, Pittsburgh has said the first one pick for Ross. The other way around Pittsburgh and Montreal, not a problem, Butch. For the both RFA, Luc Evangelista for the Nashville Predator. And then you have Luke Hughes with the New Jersey Devils. Two players tried to get a contract before the beginning of the season. Two different road. Luke Hughes is going to be the top defenseman with the Devils. And then Evangelista, I don't know why this takes so long for him and the Predator about that. The only thing I know is Evangelista is agent, is the same agent like Raman Hosey. And maybe he want to get a bit more, request more money for Evangelista. But I think both of them is going to sign the contract before the beginning of the season. We have to wait what could happen. Ross and Raquel are 30 to go. Winger, only $5 million cap is getting them and trade. It won't be cheap for any team for that. The next one is UF3 now. We have two UF3 right there for the NHL. You have Jake Roslovic. I think he had 20-something goals last season. I don't know why nobody want him. I don't understand. Then you have the veteran, 40 years old, Ryan Sutter, sit at home, and he doesn't want to quit yet. He would like to come back one more year. Sutter was play last season with the Blues. Prior to that was a Dallas Star after he left the Wild and the Devils. With the Predators. That said, I'm not sure at 40, 41 years old, you need a player like him. I know Burns would have cut it off an inch, but anyhow, we won't see. Roslovic, it surprised me. Yeah, but many team guys, the center is not very good. And they don't want to add Roslovic. Yeah, something we don't know, because why this kid does not have a contract. He's only 27, 28 years old. And he's a little bit put on the shell for the NHL team. But we have to see if something could happen. Yes, you're right about this. In 26, the others he reject an offer for the Edmonton Oilers. Dan Hashem and Cadet is in the house. You're right about that. You know, he is a guy start with a Winnipeg Jet, trade to Columbus Blue Jacket. I think he been with the Rangers a little bit, and then with the Carolina Hurricanes. So we have to see what's happening about that. That's conclude, guys. All the NHL news and the great fun Friday night. Push again more you question. It's time now to talk about, of course, you Bleu Blanc Rouge tonight on the great Friday night of the Hockey National Show. App news is the subject of the night. Here we go. I was hypnotized to watching another kick. I don't know what to tell you about that. Before we start, we're going to check what we got here. Dan, Hacham, et Colette. Paul, the IIHF transfer agreement stipulated that the first year of his entry-level contract, Kapanen must first be offering back to his European club before able to go to the American League. 2024 was first for that one. Mike Godet is in the house. What look like? Looking good. DD back in the house also. Welcome back. Thanks, coach. Allergic to kicking and football. Yeah, it's not what I'm looking for sure. For that, here we go, guys. Main camp for the Montreal Canadiens, day number 3. It's over in Montreal. And 26, it will sign a deal at Dallas, Vegas, Florida, Tampa, all container and tax-free state. So, Montreal camp, day number 3. We're going to resume a little bit what happening there. Unfortunately, I did not do video today. I apologize. I should, but I did not. My bad about that. But it is what it is. Scrimmage today. Team A versus Team C. Team C won 4-3. Caulfield, game-winning goal for the Montreal Canadiens today. This is the line of the first line and the Team C. And the Team A is the line of Demidov and of course, line A. You can see the Team A, guys, on this sheet. Arsenault, Blais, Doc, Dauphin, Demidov, Deneen, Tomlap, Korinov, Kapanen, Lining, Torp, Tok, Veleno, and Jakai. On the defense, Rebecca, Prats, Martin, Louis-Jean, Hudson, Goulet, and Del Galzo. On the C, we have Belzil, Caulfield, Condoda, Farrell, Mejar, Menskoon, Mescom, Rover, Roy, Sakaski, Suzuki. And then you have Dobson, Engstrom, Madison, Pocket, Bison, and Woody. Why the Team A have more players? Because you have 2 players with a problem with their knee last season, and you have players like on the Dunlap, Koreanov, all from outside of the organization, and they would need, so they gave them a little bit more players right there. On the defenseman, also same situation with Martin, Louis-Jean, and that's also Pratt. So that's happened why we have a little bit more team players on the Team A. Now, on that game, the 4-3, a couple of things, guys. Could be that it was out of the lineup for the Team A, and they put Kapanen between Demidov and Lining. Why was out? So, Martin Silwe explained right there at the press conference, nothing is wrong with Kirby Doc. He's going to play game during the exhibition game. They gave him a plan, and me as a coach, I just followed the plan of the organization. That's all. I cannot give you more information about that, but I expect Kirby Doc play exhibition games. So it's not like a red flag and they don't want them. It's just the time to do that. Do we have a call on the interference on that? Look like, Yeah, no call for that one. So we have to see that, but it was the decision about Dak removed by Kapanen. What is it? Reggie, mon ami Régent, de retour avec nous. That's a world game. Coach, dream job is certainly not to be a football. No, definitely not. But it's just like this is like, I don't know. It's not what I'm looking for. Farrell must need waiver if he cannot make the abs. You're right about that. The plan A2. Darrell, welcome back in the house, by the way. And thanks to be with us. Don't forget, please, to click on the likes, everybody. We appreciate a lot that. Martin St. Louis is in the mode business. Talk about high expectation and my headline tonight. Martin St. Louis is different this year. You know, I will give you an example where maybe Martin St. Louis was, walking around with a pair of jeans and the boots and a slack a little bit more, and to be around the team, and it was maybe a little bit more cool, But now he's a dress up. We have a suit, the tie, and the hair is perfectly straight. He's ready. Martin St. Louis right now is on the mode business. Yeah, no vacation anymore. He wants to make deal. He wants his player to be ready. He wants to start the camp at the day number 1, and he's tougher. He asks more. He requests more. He demands more, and he wants his player to respond. He wants accountability. He wants a team is with consistency, and every one of them all have to be ready every single day. It's not a playground anymore. So the vacation are over. So right now, Martin St. Louis is on the mode business, and prove it, he show it in the first 3 days of this camp, verbally and of course on ice. And that's what you have to be the difference between now compared last season. The preparation is different, the plan is different, and they work hard every single day. But we'll see if this is going to turn to be good or not. Atlantic 1, Florida 2, Tampa Bay 3, Montreal 4. Toronto wildcard different every year. Regarding par FXL et Adler, H, maturité, etc. Bob Smith. So that's happening today about Martin St. Louis. Again, I think he was always set before the camp start with everybody. He wants to be sure all those players are ready to play hard. That impression, Martin St. Louis share no excuse. Martin is a smart guy. I think very thoughtful on his comments. Amos Félix de Ficol from Martin St. Louis. Someone asked about this guy a little bit early, guys. Today, Joshua Roy scored 2 goals. There are 2 people I know they go to the game, or they go to the. I know 2 people go to the scrimmage, and I text them about what they saw, what they think, and they see Joshua Roy working hard, play better, and today he got paid off for his all the work he did all summer. 2 goals on that one. One, he was right there on the left side post with a great pass, and he put the puck in the net. And then another great shot on the one-timer shot at 2 versus 1. And then he did not hesitate. He just delivered a great touchdown. Alouette, les gentils Alouette, 16-9 with 9:32 to go. So, that said, Joshua Roy looking good. Now, it's not guaranteed it's going to be part of the team. But that's what we want for Joshua Roy. Take this more seriously and show up. And if you want to make the team, that's a great place you've been. You have an opportunity last year. He did not take it. He learned from that, and now he looked like better today. But we have to wait. Will be how he goes transform that scrimmage to the game next week for Joshua. McCall current deal $9 million for per 10 days later. Edmonton gave Nurse 9.25 bad per bad management. Francis, welcome back. Do you think the big move will be after Gordon and Hughes got contract from Mr. Molson? Not really. Uh, that's not change anything about the contract or not about big move. If you think about the transaction from Montreal Canadiens, I think Montreal going to do anything, at least an opportunity open up in the last couple of weeks, like maybe McDavid contract. I'll be surprised. I see possible something could open up in November. If the opportunity is there, Montreal going to looking for, but they have nothing to do with the contract of Hugo Francis, and they have nothing to do with the fact like they were going to maybe wait for Crosby after the trade deadline. I don't see that. Laferrière and Coronado had a breakout year last season, and Farrell, who was better than them, is still an American Hockey League. That give you a Zeb Lecab, welcome back in the house. That give you a great point here, PS. And it's funny because I'm studying right now the NHL draft in the last 20 years from 2000 to 2020. And also I contribute. I'm a contributor of the Blackhawks, and I interact with the fans every day on the forum of the Chicago Blackhawks or the comments on my article. And it's same thing. It's not a development. It's not always straight up PS. And you never know what it will look like. You can perform at the lower level, and when you hit the NHL, when you try to make the NHL, you need adjustment, adaptation, and you need to what it takes to get there. And something for some players cannot do it. It's part of the game. It's difficult to make the NHL. It's difficult after you make the NHL to stay in the NHL. And I'm doing, guys, the draft again, and I look about all the players, every team, one by one. I did right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did 17 right now, and I see player draft 4, 5, 6 round, and they play 6 game and 100 game, and 96 game and 33 game. It's hard, and that gave me that exercise I'm doing now. Another pair of the view about the NHL draft. I think when I'm going to do every one of them, that will give me a better perception of what it look like, the NHL draft in the future for me. Joshua need to take the spot or it will fall off like Major. Coach, is it in the jungle in Thailand, but is it in the advance from me on the football game? Go figure. I don't know about that. But I don't know if you can see it, guys. After the show yesterday, I went in the kitchen, and some bug, I have no clue what they are. Like, I don't know. She told me he called this a cam. I will use my other hands. This is a bug, and it's like a hands. And the picture is, I didn't put the bug bigger, by the way. This is the size of the bug, and I thought at the beginning it was a roach, but it's not a roach. It's hard. I don't know if it's a beetles, but when you look at the face of this bug, it's like, wow, that's crazy. Anyhow, Joshua only make the ad if take the job of Anderson Gallagher New Hook Bodzik. If he takes a New Hook job, ad need to trade New Hook does not make the team better. for N26. Billy, we Butch talk about this, and Mr. Zep, welcome back. Yes, very true, but there are so much accountability for Martin St. Louis. DD, maybe the cheese tastes better in the jungle. Not really that one. Mark Elliott is in the house with a first goal of the night. Mark, thanks to be with our Canadian show tonight. A one-timer shot of Mark.
Oh my God!
Oh. And we had the first goal tonight, scored by Mr. Mark Elliott. We're going to get an assist to PLW. We're going to give an assist to Mr. DD. Get an assist on that one. So both of them get an assist, PLW and DD. Get an assist on the goal of Mark Elliott. Thanks so much, Mark, like you do all the time. Really kind of you. Maybe Final Four. Just one need to still a job at PLW. Maybe the chase, yeah. I think what will be part of the trade letter. Yeah, good point about that too. Chris, welcome back. But second round easily. What is the next to zero trade value? Randy Walkman back in the house. Welcome back, Randy, from Mountain Blocker. Bob on the plus. Martin St. Louis Buff. They see how he make players, a team doing better. So doing his job. That's my opinion, Bob. Hello, Mr. Randy from him. What area are you in, Coach? Want to check in on YouTube channel? What area are you in, Coach? I'm a co-rat area right now. Breakfast coach, no. But I was surprised when I see that. Mickey Mendel never celebrate after an home run. Ask up why he did not want to show up picture. That is classic. Wait, but that is a water bug A2. This is very good with hot sauce and rice. When I touch it, well, I did not touch it, but I feel it with the broom. It's not big. It's like you're not flying. You just walk. Anyhow, it was really hard. Like I kick him out. It was hard for that. I would say if it was easy to be in the NHL is a skate, sharpening. Go Habs, go Mark. Thanks again. Mark is a Maple leave in. On that one, Paul, less that a week before waiver season start, September 25th. Interesting, Ab don't need Roy and their team because he's from Quebec. Like some might want, they already have 5 players from Quebec on the team for that one. But I think for us, it'll be good. Mark Ritt, one home. You're absolutely right about this one. I agree with you. My first assist and hype. Here we go. DD, you got it, my friend. Coco Rat, that's the area. Coco Rat, Coco Rat. I don't know about that, but it's not great. Black Menu, Coco Rat, and PS. Black Menu, yeah, I missed the Black Menu. One my friend, yesterday, he texted me, and then we did a video call, and he was at one bar, and I see behind him a guy with the girls, and I was like, and then he told me you have a girl beside him too. So I was like, oh, that hurt. I miss it a lot. They invite me to go next week, in 2 weeks to go to Bangkok. So we'll see if I can get it. That's not easy. It's not easy, but I have to do it. Funny answer by Liney today. He was asked how he's played with Davidov. His answer as a joke was, if Davidov, who is playing with me, the help with size, I will worry, is venomous, not allowed that Liney has a good sense of humor. Bob Mark, David Trechuk was all business. Don't ever remember him celebrating after a goal. He simply skate back to center ice and wait for the puck drop. That's good here. ML is in the house. My biggest concern going into the new season is there may be a decision to be made between Arbor and Jaden, but I don't want either of them trade interested. What is a third line talent at best? If he does not make the team, might as well trade him. He will likely welcome a trade at that point and a weaker team. Very possible. It's not easy, Ben Cheesy. Yeah, it's a tough one. All right, next thing, guys, talk about them. It was a great game yesterday between Ivan Demidov and Patrick Laine. Great play. Demidov had a couple of great shifts, and by the great pass he did to Patrick Laine to score a goal. And but not good enough to win the game against the red team. But Patrick Laine had 1 goal. Ivan Demidov had 2 assists the other day. And listen, if this can continue the way they expect, that'd be good for that second line for the Montreal Canadiens. So this is happening yesterday. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm done. No worry about that, Didi. I love talking about cheese. But I'm going to be back. I'm supposed to go to Bangkok in November, a couple of days. But it's for right now, that's the best thing is to be where I am. So that's the thing, guys, for the camp for the Montreal Canadiens, day number 3. And that's all for them. Don't forget to click on that. I would like to have to kick someone all the time to get the work done. Cracker cheese top by a fly. That's a whole cuisine and terrain. No, yeah, many things, guys. I eat some stuff I never heard in my life, but she's good. She does a lot of good food. Not going to complain. Yesterday and today, all summer, I think many of us here and our Argonauts got a touchdown with 5 minutes to go remaining. 18-16, the score between both teams. That said, we thought Caden Coley, Dobson together, Madison and Hudson together. Martin Saint-Louis explained today why he used Madison and Noah Dobson together. First of all, they play as a pairing with Team Canada and World Championship. The result was excellent. He believed the skating of Mike Madison, the range of the stick of Noah, fit well together. He said both are a great skater, but Madison covered a lot of space on the ice. And I think he not said the word underrated, but he used the word like, this is a good matchup against them for the Montreal Canadiens. That's the reason they are together. He did not try to debate or he not try to prove something, but he felt good to see both together right now. And he felt like Goulet was going to be with his maturity now in NHL and the way he played, he was helping Lane Hudson. That said, Coach, can you do a video on the farm? Yeah, it's coming there. It's just like we need to build more stuff for all of you, but we're getting there. I'm not surprised Madison and Dobson, I believe, World Championship pairing. You're absolutely right about that. I would like to see the fast remove at time space today. Okay. I believe the pairing Dobson-Madison was put together because NSL would want to use both on power number 2. It's a good point about that. And of that, it's not a bad idea, of course. I think the funny thing about that, or maybe not funny, but the thing what I look is on the analytic number. I want to talk about the XGF or the Core Z, whatever they put this, the number of Lane Hudson is better with Mike Madison versus Caden Coley. Like, very better. And that's what I don't understand, but they have the reason. They have a staff work on those information. and we have to wait what could happen. Roy game is built on skill and not working hard or being physical. Is his skating that hurt him at the NHL level? QM great, American Cadet good, NHL average at best. NHL might be a level too high for him. We have to give it time. For Roy, he's only 22 years old, and we'll see. Sometimes players pick it up a little bit late in the career. It's happening with many players. So I don't give up on Joshua Roy. Gallagher Anderson is 1 year out of the Montreal Canadiens. So at the end, we have to wait for this. Try to go a kick, inside kick, but the Argonauts, Montreal get it. RJ Galabro, the Wood Ridge destroy again under the team 44-6. ML Madison can move and like a dangerous forward at time. St. Louis has confidence on Madison. Dobson would be a good pair. And I think the work on both, the weight, the work on skating faster. I said from day one, Madison would play with Dobson and they would set the most minute. They would eat most minute. Yeah, we'll see what's happening about that. The next thing, guys, I want to talk about Sammy Blais and Joe Veleno fighting for the spot. And when I said fighting for the spot, they don't fighting for each other, but they are trying to make the team. Sammy Blais had a great interview yesterday. He talked about the fact, like, he know his role. He know what it would take for him to be back in NHL. His experience he got with the St. Louis Blues, and a couple of years possible it will help the Montreal Canadiens. That said, it's not guaranteed going to make the Montreal Canadiens. He has to show up at the camp. As the 13th forward, I think is a great spot to get that one. He's a 6'2". He can hit. He can bring physicality. I think Emil and Emil hit, but I think Sammy Blais is a bit better with experience. Emil and Emil maybe have a better shot, but I think overall that will help in the Montreal Canadiens if they need him to be a part of the line for the Montreal at some point. Joe Veleno, he showed during the practice yesterday he had hands. He had really good hands. He completely destroyed Yellow Cone yesterday. I don't know who it was on the Montreal Canadiens, but scrimmage, a battle 1 versus 1 in the corner, it's not the same intensity in NHL. He has the skill, and you talk about Joshua Roy, like N26. Veleno is the same mold, successful, and the QM, and Veleno better because he stay constancy every year, play any game, whatever, how many games he does, but at the end, what a great race for Scott. Both, nothing is guaranteed. They have to fight to get a spot. Now, advantage Villeneuve because he's a left, he's a center, can play winger. And is it good enough for him? I'm not sure about that. Blais to Laval and Villeneuve will be a 13 forward. It could happen. I'm not said to you guys he's going to be a part of the team, but I think could be a part. Blais is a good player. He was terrific at American Hockey Players. He will be on the roster. He have a great playoff, by the way, for sure. Yellow Cone on that one. Yes, PS. Cannot grab interference, have to skate to be on your faster to remove time, space, notch by MM together. Villeneuve was a high draft, 31 overall pick for Villeneuve. If Blais played like he did in New York not long ago, he would help the Habs. Blais is funny because he part of the Blues, get traded to the Rangers, and then he gets sent back to the Blues. Blais, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know this season. It can go to Laval. Veleno will make the team for sure. P.S. Bob, Billy, Evans said Ad will regret not drafting him. So we have to wait about this. This is the next thing we'll talk about. 8:38, guys. Here we go. Let's play a game. They're very quick. Don't worry about that. Name a hockey player whose career was way too short. Think about a player, guys. Their career, it was short because of an injury. Think about this. I know I'm behind that. Don't worry about this. But it's Family Feud. It's time to give me name a hockey player. Career was way too short. Veleno will have competition for a spot. A2, you're right. Tim Horton, Bobby Orr. Here we go. That was easy for an attack. He's always at the Tim Horton. Brett Landrose for N26. Bill Nyrop. Carey Price take too soon. Doug Wickenheiser, Eric Landrose, Mike Bossy, and Ray, welcome back. Thanks for all the like we got so far. That's my answer. Normand Léveillé. Poor Normand. That's sad. Anybody else? Paul Carrier. Twin, welcome in the house. Mark, you nailed it on that one. And we'll see if you have any others suggestion. The player short career. Luc Bourdon. Jagger, yeah too. Billy Langbird, Pierre Lebaudieu. Cam Daly. Billy Langbird. The next fight at the camp, the Alouettes go for a field goal at 2:40 to go remaining. The ball is up. The kick is on the air for the ball. It's right there in the middle. And field goal, 21-16, 2:36. Not good enough, maybe. Claude Ruel, Johnny Gaudreau. What's that Canucks defendant who died motorcycle accident was from Quebec? Steve Moore. Good old Billy Lambert. Jeka is trouble. They're going to make the team, but who's going to start the season? Who's going to win the sixth defenseman? Both can play on the right side if they need it, but at the end, we have to wait. Yankees lose 4-2. You're right, Butcher. Brent Fogarty. Ken Dryden, Paul. New Hook field goal for the Alouette. Wayne Mackey. Tony Twist. Vladimir Konstantinov. Jekai and 26. Yeah, this is going to be interesting, guys. Goldie Orr. Aber against Leaf, second game. Strubble, first game. I think for me, Jekai has the opportunity to push a kick Strubble out of the lineup. He has the size, he's physical, he have all the requirement to be on the third pairing defenseman, in my opinion. He has the tool. That said, not because you have the tool now you get the job. You need to be sure you do the right things, the right move, right? The cap control, decision making, the first pass, when you battle, defensive zone coverage, communication. And that's why this is what he needs to step up. If he can play on the PK, that will help in the Montreal Canadiens more. In my opinion, he have a step over Strabo. And with the way Montreal is built right now, maybe in the future it will change. But right now, they don't have a lot physicality in the team. You have Josh Anderson, and then no, they have nothing else. They have big size, but I'm talking about, hey, we can drop the glove here, but it's Josh Anderson. The rest, I don't see anybody. For that, Montreal Canadiens need a better Jekai over Strabo. That's why the role of Jekai is very important, and that's why you need to get there. And many of you thinking I did not like him. It's not because I don't like him. I want him to be a defenseman solid for the Montreal Canadiens as a third. I still believe he could be a Luke Shine, Kudas, a player, third pairing in NHL, solid. You know what he can give to you as a coach, and you know he's not going to put the team in the trouble. Put this together, advantage Jekai. I want Jekai deserve it. They want it, and hopefully he's going to get it. Doc can fight when he need to. For Resco his legacy in our tap, Bob Smith, all fairness, thought it was also been Johnny Golden is in the house. Will Strabo get trade this year, coach? I don't think so. At least Montreal is a part of the second center trade, and they need to put him on the trade. Otherwise, I don't think so. I think the Montreal wait for the development a little bit more for Rebacker and Engstrom. One, both of them are going to be at the same level like Strobel. That opened the trade for the Montreal. Welcome back, Johnny. Hopefully you're doing well. Henry, welcome, everybody. We missed a couple to reach 30 likes for that. Don't forget, if you have any question, it's a Friday night. We have no plan. We just try to get there. And they are 55, 55, a 54 game for all three on the rotation. For that one, thanks for the likes. Aber need to just watch how goalie get his. We have a super chat. The goal number two, guys, Mr. Billy did it.
Oh my God!
Thank you. Mr. Billy scored a goal of the game tonight on that one. Glad to hear from that on this goal. I'm going to get an assist to Paul on that one. Bob get an assist, and I'm going to get an assist on tonight. Mr. Bob Smith got his assist tonight with the second goal of the game from Billy, the man. Thanks again for all the support. I was set about taking Madison's spot, and maybe Angstrom can challenge for a spot as well. I don't see that. I think we'll be in trouble if we trade Mike Madison. Roger, welcome in the house. Top could make Ab is a tough customer. I don't see that, Roger. He would need at least 2 more years before he reached the NHL. By bad positioning and brain decision that said keep him, work with him. I'm telling you right now, this game, les Alouettes, oof. $133, $21.19. So that's happening, guys, on this one. I'm not done yet. Before we go that, guys, before we get that subject, I will go to this one. No more excuse. This is the subject of the night. And it's 9:45, 9:50. Coach, you can talk about this early. Yeah, I know. But I want to talk about the no excuse for the Montreal Canadiens. I said early, Martin St-Louis is on the mouth business. Martin St-Louis expect. When you talk under the mic, you can see Martin St-Louis tougher. Martin St-Louis does not want excuse anymore. He wants the players show up ready at the beginning. And I'm going to give you a couple of players where I believe the Montreal Canadiens have to be sure they expect high expectation. This is what they expect. It's a high expectation for upcoming season. Now they want to make the playoff. They would love to make the playoff, but it's not a must to make the playoff for them. But they want to be sure their season start at the camp number 1, the date number 1 of the camp. And they want some players to get the message. And they met at the end of the season, guys, the management, Jeff Gordon and Ken Hughes. They met privately, Juraj Sikorsky. They sit with him, they talk to him, and they prepare him to be ready for the upcoming season. Martin St-Louis today explained he is not 18 years old anymore. Said words or talk every day to become better is one thing. But at his 4 year in NHL, Martin St-Louis want to Sikorsky to be consistency to play with the Montreal. You have an improvement and you have a development, but it's not normal. You score 4 goals and you score only 11 goals in 2 seasons at the first half of the season, from game number 1 to game number 2. Sikorsky, I believe he has 37 points, or is 101 points. That's not right. Both year, the last 2 seasons, at the second half, Sikorsky have 14 goals and 11 goals. Why he cannot play in October, November, December? So they sit with him, explain to him, he kick out his contract, $7 million, and Montreal does not want to score him 30 goals, doesn't want to get 30 points. They understand he's still young, but they understand he need to be ready. They understand he need to be consistency, and they understand to be sure him, Sikorsky, He had no excuse anymore. And he had to go now on the ice and prove it. And that's the trend right there. The party is over, A2. Torpe is tall and big, but from what I saw over the weekend, is still not a very strong physical, still a kid. You're right about that. I did not like it that he got paid too much so early. Sakiski has to realize that for a strong spot is not guaranteed for that. He said Sakiski is not gonna. I don't need to be hold him by the hand. Then that deal will look great soon. I agree with you about that. I was going to say the same thing, ML. Thanks to mention that. Right now, the first 3 years, maybe of the contract, guys, are 18 at the are his contract. The first 3 years of Sakiski will be look not great, but after that, when he's going to get his peak at 23, 24, 25. One more thing you said, remember when they draft him, we now draft him for what he looked like at 18, but we draft him when he's going to be at a 4, 5, 6 year in NHL. So we have to see that, and we have to accept what's happening there for Sakiski. Sakiski has to realize that the first time you're going to talk about this. We go to the next one. I want to talk about this. We talk about this a bit early. It's Joshua Roy. Thanks again for all the likes. Joshua Roy, guys, is at the point now he realized during the summer he had no excuse anymore. The door is getting closer and closer with the Montreal Canadiens or maybe with any other team. Joshua Roy is going to play somewhere around the world if he leaves the NHL. No doubt in my mind. But still, he took a decision during the summer to take everything for him to be ready at the training camp. He worked hard all summer. I think his maturity grew and his mindset is changing. He have to show up there. That said, it's not guaranteed. And Peter August is in the house. Uber Docker is done. Uber LD, welcome in the house. The bigger guys take longer to get going. So much size to grow into. It takes more strength to move those big bodies. When his toes and direction where always don't hook. And especially it after a guy does not have the puck anymore. Chase Laval twice on the press box. He's got to batch his play better. And Sakiski should at least reach 64 points for season. Coley and his second season at 65 points. Again, guys, for me, I don't accept that because Coley did that. Sakiski had to do that. Nothing to do with Coley for Sakiski, guys. It's not because Crosby did that. Ovechkin had to do that. It's not how I see that. Sakiski had to prove the reason why he was drafted with the Montreal Canadiens, what was supposed to become with Montreal Canadiens. It's not matter what Shane Wright does or Cooley. It's not because Cooley did 65 points. Sakiski had to go 64 points. No, it's two different players. For me, I would prefer Sakiski hit 250 hit. I would prefer Sakiski hit better, bigger, puck, hunting the puck retrieval, hit harder, a forechecker, and open the space for his players. That stuff like that, Logan Cooley cannot do it. That's that's one right there for me. For that, Sakiski need to stay close to Cooley at least. See, that's not true. Why? Why Sakiski need to be close to Cooley? I don't agree with that. It will this season, as I mentioned above, takes time. Strategy chose hopefully. Alouette intercept. Yes, he did. And you follow is this. So that's something, guys, about Joshua Roy, by the way. The next one, guys, is Patrick Laine. Laine now is on his peak in NHL. Laine got married. Laine is on final year contract. Laine go to Olympics. Laine, he have a lot to prove, again, to be back in NHL. He worked hard. He showed up this year at the summertime. He's never been mentally, physically ready like he is. It's not guaranteed he's going to score 40 goals or 30 goals. For me, to Patrick Laine to be good for the Montreal is 30 goals. Less of 30 goals, I don't like it. But Patrick Laine motivate. Patrick Laine find his passion again. This is a great news for the Montreal Canadiens. He has chemistry right now with Demidal. They work a lot this summer. We have to see what he looked like this season. But still, I think for me, Patrick Laine is right now mentally ready for the season. But we have to wait. Without all this, Banik Wasakowski is 21 years old and already a very good stat for 1920. Goal exactly two different players cannot compare. Saki was never a big point producer. He's never been a physical player. He get in the lane of the player body. Check are rare. He has 194 hits last year, I believe. Sakowski was drafted because he was Slovakia mother in Olympic, Lenka, and World Championship. Laine won some of that future salary cap. Laine has to be less Mr. Independent and more Mr. Teammate. We shall see. And then Paul Coley was not a Montreal radar. He is a small center. He was never going to be drafted by Montreal. Peter, we have to stop comparing Sakowski to others. He said he should be playing like this or that. Let him play his game. Sakowski was drafted because of his offensive success. But great, especially then he draft size. Finally, guys, for complete that subject, it's Kirby Dog. That's Kirby Dog. We know who is Kirby Dog. He on his final year contract, RFA. Injury the last 2 seasons. It's been a difficult time for him too. And he talked about his injury. He got the same injury. And we have to see what it will look like. But yeah, no excuse, because if unfortunately it would not be his fault, but he got hurt again and he missed half the season, that would be difficult for him mentally. And then to prove again he can play in NHL, he's going to have a low contract. And there are no excuse for him. He have an opportunity right now on the table to be a second center with Montreal. He has it. It's right there in front of him. But he has to do it. Minus 29 is not acceptable. 40% face-off is not acceptable. 22 points and almost 60 games is not acceptable. We want him to play with intensity, to help in the second line to step up, a play driver or a playmaker. We want him to play on the face-off better. We want him to be a forechecker too. He can use his body, can protect the puck. A Kirby Dog at his level is going to produce and help in the Montreal Canadiens. I don't have any number for him. But I want him to be healthy. I want him to push the second line to the next level. I want him to be a complementary between Demidov and Laine. And I want him to be successful. But he cannot relate his bad performance because of this. Montreal trade for him. Montreal want him. Montreal expect him to be the second center. He has the size, he has the body, he has the skill, he has the talent. But now it's time to show up, like Sakowski, Rouen, and Laine. And maybe other players too can talk about this, but for me, they are the 4 pillars for the Montreal Canadiens players if they want to make the Montreal or they want to stay with Montreal to prove it and he cannot have any excuse for upcoming. So for me, that's what I expect for that. Gonna bring the fire Kirby. Henry prefers Sakasi size. Remember, 1 Montreal, let John Leclerc go. Good point, Peter August. Saki's stat and his career are not elite like a first round pick forward. Hopefully, he can be 30-point winger. At least I want him to succeed, but not making excuse for him. We finished with a no excuse for that. Let's go back to the ad news. We just did the new excuse, guys. I want to talk about other things. Let's start, guys. The start, the bench, and the cut. The question early it was which player have a short career because of injury. And I was trying to get player at the same level. And I know it would be a little bit easy because of John Leclerc. But if you saw play Adam Detmarsh, if you saw play Eric Daze and John Leclerc, a little bit advantage Leclerc, but me, I really like Adam Detmarsh. I think Detmarsh was underrated in NHL. Big body, it's very skilled. Unfortunately, after injuries stopped his career. Eric Daze, a high pick, first round with number 55. Eric Daze have a great career in the QM. Big body, 6'4", I believe, and have a good short career. Leclerc, same situation. Yeah, a little bit more advantage of the fact he played with Lane Rose. A little bit more talented, put a puck more than that. By the end of the day, start, bench, a cut. Tripler finish early. Mr. Barry backing out. What was the biggest reason for Dak being at -24 for his way to -44 over 40 game? It was main definition of the collection smaller one. It was sometime Barry is the chemistry between players. And for me, that's the danger for this year. And like Pierre W. said early in the show, Laney and Doc, it's like not good on defensive zone coverage. They are difficult to understand and to read the play, what the puck goes and where they have to go, where they have to do. And they have a new system last year, and it did not help Kirby Doc. The minus or lining was better after they understood the play on the system. But still, no reason Kirby Doc is a -29 and Nick Ski is a +19. We talk about like 48 differential. So Doc have to improve more his defensive zone coverage to be more involved. And this has to be about decision making. Where to go, what to do, and what I need to improve that side of the game. And I think that'll be good. We have Leclerc, Detmarsh, Daze, Mark. Start Leclerc, bench, Daze, cut Detmarsh. Leclerc, Detmarsh, Daze. Leclerc, Detmarsh, Daze. I believe that plus will come back down with more consistency like main ball. The revolving door. I agree with you about that. It would drop that one. Lenny is one of the worst neutral zone players that I never see. That one over there. So we have to worry about this. It was a quick start and bench a cut. We have 9:06 10 p.m. 06. We're going to go there. I have other thing to talk about this. I want to talk about the prospect for Montreal Canadiens, the rookie for upcoming camp. I can keep this for Mr. Or that. But I can talk about one thing here, guys. Before we move on for the Frenchy Quiz, if don't finish the show. Tonight we'll be back, guys, at whatever the game starts. I'm going to do the game for the Blue Jays. Maybe they need my help. What are you talking about? But now the straight are 3 loss. Maybe to come back with them, that will stop the straight. Who knows? But I'll be back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. I believe the game is 6:50 for the Blue Jays against the Royals. I want to talk about, guys, the NHL contention cycle. They have an exercise they do every year at the Atlantic website. I love that website because they have a lot of number and a lot of things going on inside of that website about the stat, everything. And I want to talk about this, guys. The NHL Convention Cycle 2025. What they put there, guys, is the probability of the team, what they look like in the next 5 years in NHL. And the future for what they are right now and what they will be in the next future. So they project a projection of the team in the next 5 years, what could happen. So I'm going to disappear because I'm going to open up this picture bigger so you can understand for that. So you're going to hear my voice, but you're going to see that. On the right top corner, guys, Dallas, New Jersey, and the Carolina Hurricane are right there at the window open for them right now. The next 5 years to be a contender to win the Stanley Cup. A little bit lower is the Edmonton Oilers. Now, on the left side, it will happen later. Montreal, Detroit, Columbus, Utah, Anaheim, Chicago, and San Jose. Other the fact, like Detroit been there for many years. I believe you can see Montreal, San Jose, Chicago, Anaheim, and Columbus on the rebuilding team. And that will possible to be jumping on the window opening in the next couple of years, one is the team. But I want to move up now with the, let's see if I can move up this one up. No man's land, guys, is Colorado, Panthers, Minnesota, Buffalo. Boston is on the windows closed. Vancouver, Kings, Islanders, Calgary, Flyers, Seattle. Window closed. For right now, Toronto, Ottawa, Rangers, Vegas, Washington, and Winnipeg, and Tampa Bay Lightning. This is about if they have a chance, the probability to win and the future. And that's give you a little bit a picture, guys, of what it will look like in the next 5 years in NHL. I think this is really good to see that. And it's not negative when you look about those projections. And I think this is good to see the Montreal on the top here. Could be one day on the window opening. I think could happen the next 3 years. PS switch LA and Buffalo for that one. So anyway, just give you an idea, guys, what it looked like. Time for the quiz for the tonight. Let me check my keyboard. Let me check my music. Luc Laforcine and A2, they still lead the summer with 4W. Congratulations for both of them. A lot of comments between Bob Smith, Mark Elliott, and PLW. I love it. I love it. Keep pushing on that one. Let me set up my my book here. About that, we are September 20. Here we go. We have it. Time for the quiz. We'll see who can win tonight. Good luck, everybody. Sanderman is ready, I'm sure. Was the Anzi Kopitar yesterday retired, and I want to talk about Anzi Kopitar. Now, pay attention on the first one. Which of these statements about Anzi Kopitar is not true? So one of them is not true. 8 seasons with a minus plus. 8 seasons with a minus in NHL. 13 seasons with 40 assists a plus. 5 seasons of 20 goals or less, like 13, 14. 9 seasons with 7 power play goals a plus. 6 seasons of TOI are 21 minutes et plus. Which statement about Enzi Kopitar is not true? Good luck, everybody.
Oh my god!
And 26, just in time. Look, quiz time, crazy. I still lead. Peter August. Then they go with C. Standerman go with C. A2 go with A. Billy go with C. Good luck. Thanks for the super chat, Mac, Elliott, and Billy. Thanks, moderator, Mr. Nartap tonight. Thanks for all of you to click on the likes. I appreciate that. A really quiet Friday. That's okay. Which statement about Enzi Kopitar is not true? Barry go with C. Henry go with A. Makela go with A. And 26 go with C. So far, A, B, C. Paul, 20 goals, there's more que that. And after go with A. Roy go with A. 8 season with a minus season. Peter August go with A. We wait for the new people. No more people. PLW go with 6. Paul go with E. I think we got there. Cash Fan go with A. Thanks for all of your answer so far. The answer. We have someone did it. Only PLW got it, guys. And the squeeze of that question, it was really the number A. Enzi Kopitar have 8 seasons in NHL with a minus. Minus 6, minus 7, minus 20, minus 10, minus 3, minus 17, 15, and 12. Remember, at the beginning of his career, it was not great, the Los Kings. So PS with C does not work. And PLW scored the first goal of the game right now. Congratulations. Here we go. Number 2. How many seasons did Enzi Kopitar receive the Lady Bink Trophy vote during his career? So every time he played in NHL, every year, he can get vote for different trophy. But how many times for all his career in NHL, he got a vote for the lead bank? Is it 15 season, 16 season, 17 season, 18 season, or 19 season? Good luck, everybody, on that one. Believe me, too. Damn, I had, but could not convince myself for that one. Trick question, and after miss it by that much, Barry. A2 go with B on that one. Question number 2. Billy go with D. DD go with C. Stan go with A. Bob go with B. Thanks, Bob. How many seasons did Enzi Kopitar receive the Lady Bink Trophy votes during his career in NHL? 15, 16, 17, 18, or 19? Make David to the listeners to replace Kopitar and 26. Luke go with C. Henry with C. When I doubt, I go with C. A. B for Cash Fan. C for PS. He has to be C by Ray Wilkie. PLW go with D. And I tap C. Roy A. Thanks, Roy, to participate, by the way. And we'll have to wait. Peter, go with B. We'll give you a little bit more 10, 15 seconds. PS, go with C on that one. Interesting. Interesting tonight. Most of the answer, guys, is C on that one. We have a few A and B. But we have 2 goals only on that one. Billy scored the first goal of this one early. PLW scored another goal back to back. Great job, Billy and PLW. BLW take the lead 2-2. Nicolas go with B. Welcome back, Nicolas. Don't forget, everybody, to click on the likes. If you don't mind, that'd be great. Bush with 8, not good enough. Question number 3. Here we go. Number 3. How many seasons did Anze Kopitar receive both the Lady Bink and the Selke Trophy vote and the same year during his career? Same thing like Lady Bink. We know Lady Bink, the answer was 18. Now, if you mix both together, how many seasons Anze Kopitar get vote for the Lady Bink and the Selke? 10, 12, 14, 16, or 18? We know he won 2 times the Selke and he won the Lady Bink 3 times. But how many years he did it? Good luck, everybody. Triche pas, DD. Here we go. B for PS, A for A2, D for DD. Billy, go with C. Question number 3, Standerman A. Mr. Natal, go with C. Antoine, go with C. Peter Auguste, go with C. Didi, Henry, go with B. Barry, go with A. Luc Lafontaine, go with B. Roy, go with C. We have a few seconds more to give to everybody. We have to wait for Mark. One, I doubt. I go with C. Bob, Mark, I said C. Bob Smith, PLW, go with C. 14. Won the Blue Jays. Here we go. Look like someone pick E. Quick. But now you nail it, because now you get it. 60, the C is the answer, guys. PLW 3-3. Billy scored his second goal of the game. And then in our tap, Peter, Butch, Roy, Mark, Bob scored a goal on that one. Congratulations on this one, everybody. Nicolas a eu hockey comme dans le temps entre les Remparts Phoenix dans la Ligue Jean avec Saint-Bataille. Nicolas go with C on that one. Nicolas scored a goal, a late goal for Nicolas. How many penalty shot goal did Anze Kopitar score in the regular season, excluding the overtime? How many penalty shot goal did Anze Kopitar score in the regular season? 0 goal, 1 goal, 2 goal, 3 goal, or 5 goal? Good luck, everybody. What? Barry. Oh, I'm my 03, A203. Thank goodness. Brooke, the doc. Here we go. You did, Roy. Butch, you did it. Nail it. Not shut out tonight, Mark. I'm back, baby. 2-3. You're right, Barry. Me too. A2. 16-1. Same as PLW. DD. A2 go with A0. Cash Fan go with E. Henry, I'm in majority. Stand the Man go with A. Billy go with D. Bob D. Barry with B. Nicolas with C. Henry go with E. Il reste combien de questions? Deux, mon Nicolas. Deux seulement. And attack with B. D with Luke Lavorson. Go Habs, go N26. Henry E. The time is up. We have to wait. 17-1. Jeez. Peter August go with C. We still wait for PLW, I believe. I maybe miss it, but I don't think so. It's PLW go with C. Barry go with A. This will break a tie at 0. That will break a tie, Barry, and A2 football score. B must be at 1. Mark Elliott. Roy with C. Here we go. Antoine go with B. We have a few goals on that one, guys. And Mr. PLW did not get it, guys. But, and Billy, and a top score, Butch score, Mark Elliott score, Barry, you score a goal. But Mark, Butch, and our tap, and Billy are the only one can catch up BLW if you don't score. For the last question of the night, A2, you still at 0-4, like Luke also. Both of you lead the Frenchy Quiz with 4W this summer. Question number 5. Last one. Easy one. This one is easy one. So you should have it on that one. As a funny one, A2 back in the minor. Same with A2, stand the man. Here we go, guys. Who was Enzi Kopitar's first head coach in NHL? Mike Grafford, Andy Murray, Terry Murray, Darryl Sutter, and John Torchetti. I almost want to put Ron with Kings, but but I don't think he's here. So we'll see right there. 21. What's going on here? You have who's the pitcher? Good luck, everybody. Clock, coach. Bob Smith, double. Joe Pardy, 2 points for last question about Nicolas go with A. Billy with A. And I thought A. Later, August go with B. I do down to the Shikutsumi Conger back. Luke Lafortune go with B. Andy Murray. Pitcher is the kid down the street. Standerman go with A. A2 go with A. Barry with D. PS go with D. PW go with A. Time is up. Darryl Sutter for a couple of you. We have Andy Murray, Mike Grafford, and we have nobody for John Torchetti. Mark E because Pierre took A. Here we go. He tried the long shot. Mad Dar My heart said A. Bob Smith. Cash first, go A. Here we go. The answer is A. Roy go with B. Not good enough. With the A, PW strive for 4 and 5 tonight. No chance for nobody to come back in the game because straight from another great answer for PW. And BLW is the only ones tonight to take the lead and to keep the Frenchy Quiz with 4 and 5 and to win the Frenchy Quiz tonight on this great show of the Fun Friday night. For BLW, from PLW, I believe this is his first time he won this year. It could be his second time. And that's happening, guys, on this show on the night. At the hockey. Makilat knew it would be only way to catch PLW, way to bet friendly. You're absolutely right. I got 2. It's a big personal win for me. Bob Smith, Thunderman. Good quiz. Thank you so much. Come back for the tie. Well played, Barry. I would like to announce that tonight my official result of the Frenchy Quiz at PLW. 1 and 5, 8-2. Congratulations, PLW, on that one. That's all we got tonight on this great show, guys. Hopefully you enjoy it. It's okay. We now have a lot of people here, but we have a lot of great people together. That's the most important thing. So, very kind. We want to thank Super Chat, Mr. Mark Elliott. Again, thanks so much. Billy, again, straight a goal. And then we want to thank Moderator and our tap on this special Friday night, a fun Friday. Billy Bar. Billy at the bar. And our tap at the grill tonight. And then all of you, don't forget, please, to click on the likes. I can wait to see you tomorrow night. Baseball game tomorrow night, guys. 20-1. I'm not sure I should do it. But we should do the Blue Jays tomorrow night. Sunday night with Mr. Narta for Red Light. So we're going back. We're going to follow up during the game tomorrow night about what happened for the Montreal Canadiens. If I feel something big happening with the Montreal Canadiens, I may be changing my ID. But I'll definitely be back tomorrow night. No day off for me. I'm rock and roll that channel. Thanks so much, Cash fan. Maurice Obiar, good for all the NHL Hockey Nation. Thanks so much, Maurice, to be with us. Can't wait to see you next time. I apologize, I did not see you. And another squad of the Titan. Of course, the only reason we grow, we get better every single time, guys, and we're getting close to the 10,000 is because you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Another great fun Friday night. For me, it will be another great day at the Chicken Cup and many other things to pick it up. Saturday afternoon here in Thailand, the gym is coming. My next thing to do, workout of the legs today and the bicep. No, it's chest. I put it like chest and legs today. And then I'm going to walk outside on the bamboo for the chicken. And so that's all. Be well, BL. Find a way not only to dominate your day, but find a way to dominate the second half or what? Someone said 2025. Thanks so much to be a part of the show tonight. A lot of people are here to say hi, everybody. Be patient. The hockey is coming back next Monday night. Montreal Canadiens versus the Pittsburgh Penguins at the exhibition of game number 1 for the Montreal. We expect to have almost scrimmage on the weekend for the Montreal Canadiens. If you want to follow NHL, one game tomorrow, Dallas Star play. Saturday, you have 15 games. Something play 2 games. The example, like I believe, like Nashville play 2 games on the same team. Vegas, Colorado play 2 games. 2 game whatsoever. So the hockey is back, and Monday night we're going to do that, the Montreal Canadiens. The Hockey Nation, the Ab Nation, and all the animal and the jungle of the Thailand want to tell you one more thing, sir. We love you, friends. Good night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And of course, PLW, congratulations. Merci beaucoup, Monsieur O.J. Murphy. Don't forget to subscribe to the Discord, join the Fantasy Hockey, and you can become a member of the Patreon. Thanks again, Mark, for everything. I appreciate everybody. I will see you tomorrow night for the Jays or the Hockey Nation. Oh, I know the music is over. Booyah!